Thank you for tuning in to the second edition of Friday Night Lights here on APSU-TV. I'm Justin Wagner alongside Vernon Hardiman, and we're here at Northeast High School, home of the Eagles, where the Eagles are set off to face against the Rossview Redhawks. Vernon, what can we expect from the Eagles here tonight?
Well, Northeast comes to the game 0-3 on the season and in dire need of a win. However, their season is far from over as they only have one regional loss with 5 regional games remaining on their season. If they're going to turn their season around, this will be the game to do it.
Let's switch it over to the other side of the ball. What can we expect from the Redhawks?
Well, Rossview comes into the season with a 1-2 record on the season after suffering a close loss to Wilson Central last week. Just like Northeast, they have one regional loss with 4 regional games remaining to play. If they're going to come out of here 500, they need to win this game.
Seems like both teams are pretty desperate for a win here tonight. Let's jump straight into the players to watch. Vernon?
Well, in our first game, we had a battle of running backs. In this game, we got a battle of quarterbacks. For Northeast, senior quarterback Jalen Powell. In their loss last week to Kenwood, he had 3 of their 4 total touchdowns. They're going to need a repeat performance like that if they plan on winning this game. And for Rossview, senior quarterback Gabe Seibert. In their Week 2 victory against Laverne, he threw for over 200 yards and had 3 total touchdowns. They're going to want him to repeat that performance if they want to get this victory here today.
Now stay tuned for kickoff as Northeast is set to host the Rossview Redhawks right here on APSU-TV.
Y'all boys ready? Yeah! Y'all boys ready? Yeah! I said G! Yeah, I said O! Yeah, I said B! Yeah, I said S! Yeah, you too! Yeah, you too! Yeah, APSU!
Welcome back to Northeast High School. Let's meet the third member of our crew, sideline reporter Isabella.
It is going to be a hot one tonight for sure. The temperatures are still at 88 degrees with a heat at 90. The officials have said that they are going to play it by ear on whether or not they're going to make official timeout calls for water breaks for these players. Not only will these players be battling each other, but they will be battling this heat for sure. Back to you guys.
And here we are set to kick Northeast to Rossview, and we are underway. Fielded at about the 15-yard line. He works his way towards the he wrapped up right at the 24-yard line.
That was a decent return by Ashon Davis.
First and 10, Rossview High School at the 24-yard line.
Now we get to see that quarterback, Gabe Seibert, that we talked about in the pregame.
It'll be nice to see how they set the tone here with a quarterback that's had so early try to establish a run game or not.
I think they're going to try to be a little unpredictable. You have to try to establish the run to make the defense respect it. You don't want 8 and 9 in the box, blitzing the quarterback. So keep the defense honest.
Quarterback Gabe Seibert's in the shotgun, running back to his left, 2 receivers to his right. Right to the to get snatched up right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe if game
KJ Martin
Stopped by a host of Eagles.
got what he could. I mean, he must have, but it was a pretty good run.
26-yard line.
Seibert takes the snap, fakes the handoff, delivers to his left. Some room in front of him, makes a move and makes a miss. He's still in out right around the 30-yard line.
That was a good pass. I mean, pass, they set it up perfectly. He had enough room to operate. Something happened. He got made and showed the speed.
It was a nice glimpse of number 8, Alshon Davis, giving us a little bit of speed there.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of that tonight.
Seibert remains in the shotgun. Tailback behind him. Seibert takes the gives to the tailback to the right, his way back towards the middle and fights all the way up to the 39-yard line.
That is a great run for the first down by Devontae Phillips. He took what he could, and the O-line opened up a hole for him, and he took it.
If the Hawks are pushing like that all night, might be in for quite the show in the running game.
It's still early, so we're going to see what happens.
Seibert's in the shotgun. He takes the snap. The give is back to the tailback. Well behind.
That was a great read by number 13, Malik Scott. I mean, he got off, and before the running back even get already there, the running back could do at that point.
Be about 2nd and 15 here as Seibert lines up gun. Is a to number 8 as he makes his way to the side, dances a little bit and is knocked out right around the 45.
Same play that we did, screen passes to the other side, and like he did earlier, he makes things happen. He's a very elusive wide receiver.
Alshon Davis getting plenty of touches here early.
Do some type of blitz.
As Seibert lines up gun to his a lone receiver also to his right.
On blitz.
Seibert sees something he doesn't like, might be changing the play, back to it. Seibert takes the snap, he's looking to pass. He's got a man wide open in the middle of the field, and he will make it down to about the
by the
30-yard line.
Davis is very so far with this young man. He sat in the hole of the zone like linebacker, and then, I mean,
I was also up on the blitz by Seibert there. Seibert in snap. Seibert in the shotgun takes the snap. He takes it himself to the left, diverts back to the middle, and dives forward till about the
30-yard gain, about the 5-yard gain. I mean, that was a good read, honestly. 5 yards on first down, I'll take that.
Definitely a win.
So far, with exception on one play, I mean, Northeast haven't had an answer for Rossview yet.
Gun takes the snap, looks to pass. Man wide open, 20-yard line. He's still up, making it all the way to about.
Yeah, that was a catch by number 21, KJ Montague. I mean, that's another pass. We see what Rossview at this point. They try to get receivers and open what they do.
Rossview sets up on about the 2. 3 receivers to his left. Ups to his left. He takes the snap to the running back, and he gets the ball off as Davis breaks a tackle and makes his way all the way down to about the 3.
Alshon, did you see the run? Did you see the power? Did you see the read? Let's see what happens.
He takes the snap.
You see him basically got that pass. Good, but apparently it was a holding, so it's coming back.
Off of an electric. That really takes away from your team, working the ball all to the 4-yard line, and now they're pushed back to about the 28.
Yeah, holding. You got to watch the holding calls. The holding calls normally kill drives.
It's going to be 1st and 20 here for Rossview. Seibert in the shotgun. His right. He fakes to Davis and heads right, works his way back towards the middle. To about.
So yards they lost. That was a good read. On every read pass option, I take it.
She really moving this opening drive. They're only.
This is a methodical drive right here by Rossview.
Snap in the shotgun, takes the give is to Davis to his left, make the corner, and just he is suplexed. Number 22 of Northeast,
Sean Spencer. That great open field by Sean, because if he would have got that edge, he probably would have been off to the races. Let's see what we got on replay. As you see, he tried to stretch the play as far as he can, and then great open field tackle. You can't tell him to do nothing more on that play.
3rd and 11 here. Seibert's in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, Davis to his left in the to his left. Seibert takes left, lets it fly, and he pulls goes down for a touchdown. A beautiful pass from Seibert to number 5, Aaron Bolster, with the beautiful over-the-shoulder catch right past the goal line.
I mean, what can you say about that pass? Let's see what happened. Gabe Seibert, perfect over the shoulder. Nobody else can get that ball but the receiver. That's the type of pass you like to see your quarterback throw.
Beautiful pitch and catch there by Seibert and Bolster as Rossview sets up for the extra point. And the extra point is by number 19, Aaron Pardo.
Rossview's up 7-0. I mean, that was a great first drive. What else can you ask for out of Rossview? Like, they gave you everything you need.
Please stay with us as we return with some more high school football.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Welcome back to Northeast High School as the Rossview Hawks just scored 7-0 at Northeast.
He's having on this. Make something positive happen because you don't too early in the game.
Once again, Rossview did everything right. They took plenty of time off the clock, got a lot of people some touches, really warmed up the offense there.
I mean, I was impressed with that drive. The play calling was awesome on Seibert. Did it right, everything he was supposed to do on that one.
And Rossview kicked the 35-yard line, fielded by number 1, way to the corner. A hard stiff arm as he put it down. I saw there, but I saw a strong young man with that stiff arm.
Tamari Vereen is a playmaker. That's what he is. He's not only is he strong, he's quick too. So I think we might see a lot before this game is over.
Now let's see what Northeast answers with as number 5, Jalen Powell. Powell set up back to his right. The gives to the tailback, and he breaks a few arm tackles, making his way all the way down to about the 43-yard line.
Jalen Bowser, I mean, that was a good first down carry, so you can't really ask for more. I mean, you will want more yards, but give me 4 or 5 yards on first down every time, and I would take that.
Second down for the Eagles.
Northeast going with a power back, seems like. A lot like Montgomery Central here.
Except they in the shotgun.
Yeah. Powell takes the snap. The give, again, is to the tailback as he's wrapped up quick, making his way to about the 43-yard line.
And that's Jawan Harris on that one. Excuse me. I think I said Jalen Bowers first time. It was Jawan Harris.
Will be 3rd and 5.
The big back comes out, and he's replaced with number 40,
Jamil Marsh.
Yamil Marsh.
I'm expecting to see some type of pass here. I mean, I'm thinking they're trying to set him up. That's all they're trying to do, set him up with a run. So we'll see.
Powell takes the snap. The give is to Marsh right up the middle. See, dances around a little bit and finds some room, making it past the 50-yard line.
Well, boy, was I wrong. They came out and ran the ball 3 times. And that third down play probably caught Rossview off guard because they probably expect the same thing I did was a pass. Great play call by Northeast.
Northeast is going to set up for the first down right about the 48-yard line. Powell in the shotgun. Marsh to his right. Receiver in motion. The give is to the receiver as he dances around, and he is swallowed up. They're at about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Jalen Bowser had nowhere to go on that. I mean, that was sniffed out by Rossview from the beginning. Great defense by Rossview.
Yeah, Bowser really didn't have anywhere to go.
I'm really surprised right now. I mean, I thought Northeast might come out and try to establish a run, but I also thought they might miss a little pass. I mean, the first 4 plays, run. Here we go.
Powell lines up in the shotgun again. He takes the snap and he sets back for the pass as he rolls to his left. Swallowed up, but still on his feet as he is gang tackled by a group of Hawks. And Rossview comes off with the ball.
Oh, man. I don't know what to say. Like,
no markers on the field. And the ball's going to stay with Northeast.
Oh, Northeast just dodged a bullet on that one. The O-line got to pick that up, man. Like, they just blitzed them, and basically your quarterback's out there fighting for his life. He needs some time to throw the ball. O-line got to pick that up earlier.
Northeast setting up for a 3rd and forever here. Powell takes the snap and he looks to pass. He's looking to his left and he heaves the ball downfield to number 11 and he's just overthrown.
Yeah, a little bit too strong on the pass. Jalen had, number 11 had a couple yards on him, but at the same time, it was just, he overthrew him. Jalen Miller.
It's nice to see him stretch his arm out a little bit, though. We know we might be in for some deep balls this game.
I would like him to take a little bit more air off that ball, though. That way the receiver can just break away and be gone. Because when you put so much air on the ball, it allows the defense to react, you know. So I would like to see a little bit more air off that ball.
Right. Rossview set to receive the punt as Northeast takes the snap. And almost blocked, but gets the ball out. Rossview muffed the punt, jumped on, but the ball's still loose. But it seems like Rossview is on top of it.
I don't know.
Northeast comes up off the ground with the football after a muffed punt by Rossview. They're going to take over here at about the 38-yard line. It'll be a 1st down Northeast.
That's a recovery by Kendrick Foster. That's the one thing you don't want to happen on special teams. Let's see what happened on the replay. He just muffed the punt. And then after that, that was just a scrum for the ball.
Rossview had plenty of chances to jump on.
Yeah, they did, and just Northeast won out.
Oh, and they're giving it back to Rossview, actually, after reviewing the play.
Wow. They signaled the ball going to Northeast, right?
Now, that really seemed to suck the air out of the fans here at Northeast.
Well, y'all made a great play on special teams. Go back out there on defense and get the ball back.
These players should definitely be hyped up for this drive as Rossview makes their way back onto the field, led by quarterback
Gabe Seibert.
Seibert's in the shotgun. Davis to his left. He takes the snap. The give is to Davis up the middle. He bounces to the outside and finds some room. Still on his feet, making it down to the 48-yard line into Northeast territory.
Did you see this run by Davis? He shows you power and speed all in one play.
Do not let his size fool you. He is running through tackles here tonight.
He don't look like much, but, he just showed you he got a lot more than what he looked like.
He keeps them feet moving.
Northeast going to have to step up and stop this ball.
Seibert set up in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Fake to Davis, and the give is to number 8, Alshon Davis. And he makes it all the way to about the 39-yard line.
I'm sorry, number 28 is Devontae Phillips. We've been calling him Davis the whole time. Blocking the back on the dang offense. So that play is coming back.
Another costly Rossview penalty. Taking away another nice gain.
Man, penalties kill you. Like, they just suck the air out of you, you know? Luckily, that wasn't a gigantic play, so it wasn't so much enthusiasm in it, but still, it just kills you.
After the penalty last time, we got a nice over-the-top pass for a touchdown, so let's see what they come out of here.
Let's see.
As Seibert's in the shotgun. Phillips to his right. Davis in motion. He takes the snap. The give is to Phillips. No, that's number 33, actually, in the backfield.
Mark Anthony Prescott.
He
looks like more of the power back to me. He looks like he's their thunder.
We saw this guy down there during warm-ups, and he's a big guy. He's a big fella.
Yeah, so seems like almost every team now has a thunder and lightning, with Devontae Phillips being their lightning, so here go thunder.
Seibert takes the snap, looks to his left, and lets it fly to number 5 on the outside.
Aaron Bolster.
Gets to about the 48, 49-yard line.
I think we know who his favorite receiver is.
Eagles fans, it's
I think it's Aaron Bolster. Either that or Phillips. I mean, he loves those two receivers, and they're showing up for him today.
Bolster definitely showing some nice hands here early. Seibert lined up in the shotgun. He takes the snap and rolls to his right. He's looking to pass. Rolls back to his left, and he's got some room as he looks to stretch the field. He lets it fly well over the head of Aaron Bolster.
He tried to make something out of nothing, but is that his first incompletion? I don't remember seeing incompletion.
I think that was his first incompletion. If he would have kept the ball, he probably could have scrambled for about 12 yards on that play, but saw something down the field, just couldn't quite make the pass.
But still, I mean, that's impressive. Where we at? 1 minute left in the first quarter, and that's a first incompletion?
Well, he's a senior.
Hey, I mean, he can play.
It's going to be 4th and 12 for Rossview as they bring out the punting unit.
Nothing's wrong on the backside, but we missed somebody on the backside, though.
Northeast set to receive. The snap is low, and he gets the kickoff. Nice spiraling kick down to about the 20-yard line, and he gets a favorable Rossview bounce all the way down to the 10-yard line. That was a great punt. Really flipped the field here at the end of the first quarter.
Great punt by Aaron Pardo. I mean, that's what you want your punter to do. Get them in negative yardage and tell your defense, go out there and get us a stop. Now, Northeast is in a bad part of the field because if they do one thing wrong, that'll be a touchdown for Rossview. So they got to be real careful now.
Exactly. Jalen Powell makes his way onto the field.
They got to get something more than what they got last series.
Seems to be some confusion by Northeast here.
Seems like they're having trouble with substitutions.
They can't seem to figure out who they want on the field here.
Yeah, timeout.
And it's going to be a timeout Northeast.
That's a wasted timeout. I mean, people got to be ready to get on the field, man. Personnel got to know who's supposed to be there, you know. They just got the ball back. So it's not like they're deep in the drive. I mean, you just got the ball back on kickoff.
And you never know how the game's going to unfold. That timeout, even though in the first quarter, can really come back to haunt them.
Especially when we're talking about going into halftime. If it's a 7-6 game and you're on the 20-yard line and you need a field goal and you got that timeout just costs you.
Exactly. Looks like Powell's going to line up under center here with a power I formation.
3 backs in the backfield.
The pitch is to the right, and he makes it to the corner.
Jalen Bowser
makes a little juke move there, but is swallowed up by the Hawks defense for maybe a 3-yard gain at most.
I mean, that was okay for a play. I thought they was going to get more of that. It didn't look like a 3, maybe 2. Or was a flag on play? Let's see what the flag is.
On the field. Looks like the officials are signaling holding to the Rossview sideline. And that's what it's going to be as they back up another 10 yards.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Clark, and he was saying his O-line is very inexperienced because they're very young. So he was saying if they have any weak points, it will be that and just experience. So they got to grow up here today, man, if they're going to get this win, you know.
Northeast inside their own 5, and there's literally no room for mistakes here, Vernon.
None at all. Bad snap, that's a safety or a touchdown, you know, so you got to be real careful.
And they're going to line up in the shotgun. Powell takes the snap. He looks to pass from his own end zone, and he's going to take off running up the middle, gets a juke, sheds an arm tackle, and makes his way up to about the 17-yard line.
That was a great decision by Powell because he's seen the opening, he took it. You don't really want to pass in that part of the area unless you got somebody wide open or got a play design, but at the same time, you give me green, I take green.
Hey, for a quarterback, sometime when that clock goes off in your head, you know you just got to tuck it and go.
That might be the last play of the quarter.
Time's running down here in the first quarter as the visitors Rossview leads Northeast 7-0.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get the playoff. Nope.
And there goes as time expires from the first. The score is 7-0 here at Northeast. Rossview on
Listen up,
top.
Ohio Valley Conference fans. ESPN's
Yeah, I mean, from what we saw in that first quarter, Rossview looked sharp. Northeast have some things to work on, but we'll see what happens in the second quarter.
Stay with us as we return for the second quarter here at Northeast.
Listen up, Ohio Valley Conference fans. ESPN's mission is to serve sports fans anytime, anywhere. And now with ESPN Plus, fans can get access to thousands of live events and original programming for only $4.99 a month. That means you can finally watch more sports from the Ohio Valley Conference anytime, anywhere on all your favorite devices. To access ESPN Plus, download the ESPN app or visit ESPN.com and just tap on the Start My 7-Day free trial to get started. ESPN Plus, more sports, more conferences, more schools, more universities, more teams. Download the ESPN app or visit ESPN.com today.
As we begin the second quarter, Rossview leads 7-0, and Northeast is setting up here on their own 18 as they try and get a little something going on this drive.
Well, it's second down. They got 2 plays remaining at least. So I'm expecting to see some form of a run here. I will run it right up the middle because they haven't tried that yet. They've been trying the outsides, but we'll see what they do.
Powell set up in the power eye. He keeps the ball and tries to work his way right, misses, shakes the tackler and works his way left. He's got plenty of room, and he is tracked down right there at about the 28-yard line.
You love quarterbacks like that. That is the type of quarterback that players love to play for, that's willing to risk his body to win the game for you.
Competitor, no one's arguing that.
I mean, the effort on that play, he was stopped 5 yards behind the scrimmage, and he made, what, a first down out of that? You can't ask for more.
Northeast set up here at about the 27 with a first down. They're going to stick to the I formation. 3 backs behind Powell here. No receivers. They give us to the initial back right up the middle, and he falls forward for about 6 yards.
That's a pretty decent gain on first down. I'll take it, 3 to 4, 3 to 5 yard range. I'll take it.
For the Eagles.
So Northeast has really put together some nice-looking plays. They just can't seem to put a whole drive together and find the end zone.
Well, they can't get out their own way because right now, as we're seeing, they look like they're having issues subbing people in and out. That on top of penalties is really hurting them right now.
Powell lined up in the shotgun, pitches to his left, and he makes his way to about the 35, 36-yard line here.
And that is number 40, Yamil Marsh. I mean, that's really close to a first down. So
it really didn't seem like he had much working for him there.
He didn't, but you take what you can get,
It's going to be 3rd and 2 here for the Eagles. Looks like we have a timeout on the field.
Is it a referee stoppage or is it a timeout?
Might be wondering where they should place the ball here.
Oh, they about to check the mark. It looked like they're going to measure it.
Now, we're early in the game, but this is a big 3rd down here for Northeast. They really need to find the end zone here, or this game could get out of hand fast.
Just short. He's just short on the mark. I mean, 2nd and inches. So when it comes down to it, go right up the gut. If it's me, I'm going up the gut. I'm not risking it, trying to stretch the play. I'm going right up the middle.
Well, let's see what they're doing here. Let's see what Northeast has queued up as the chains make their way off the field. Looks like the ball's going to be on about the 36-yard line. change for the 3rd and 2 to a 3rd and 1 for Northeast. Heavy set I formation. And it's a quarterback sneak right up the middle for an easy first down.
And that was what I was talking about. That is a great play for that situation. Quarterback sneak is perfect. Why? Because it doesn't give the defense enough time to react, and he already got those inches for the first down.
Wonderful play calling by Northeast there on that 3rd down. It'll be 1st and 10 on about the 38. Powell in the shotgun. 2 backs to his right and a back behind him as well. 2 receivers to his right. The give is to the right, and he's swallowed up in the backfield.
Yeah, I mean, Rossview's D-line got penetration, and they stopped that before it got started. Their D-line is looking really good so far. I mean, with the exception of a couple plays, Rossview's been getting penetration all night.
Yeah, I mean, their defense really hasn't given anything up yet here.
It's penalty on the play. Oh,
face mask on Rossview.
Wow. If I'm Northeast, I'm like, thank you.
It's going to be an automatic first down.
But it's almost like a 5-yard penalty, you look like? So, yeah, they only got 5 yards, but they got the automatic first down, so you'll take that.
Northeast in the same formation. Powell takes the snap. He looks to pass. He actually tucks it and rolls to his left. Hurdles. A flag is on the play as Powell makes it down to about the 46-yard line.
Based upon where that flag was thrown, that's going to be a holding probably.
Flag was thrown close to the tackle.
Let's see. Got the referees discussing.
The officials really trying to get things right this game.
I'd rather them take their time and get it right than go fast and get it wrong and cost me the game.
Right. See, it was
Yep.
never got a certain call, but it was on Northeast as they moved the ball backwards. It was going to be holding on Northeast.
Yeah, I mean, normally when you see flags thrown in the backfield, more often than not, it's a holding call.
Northeast is just trying to put something together here, and these penalties are really beginning to hurt them. They can't seem to get any momentum or get in any good kind of rhythm on offense.
I think they got to the 50-yard line, right around the 50-yard line on their first drive, and right now they're staggering between the 20 and the 40. So it's like they just can't can't get past that wall just now.
Powell got the play from his coach as the clock is started. Powell's in the shotgun with a 3-back set. He looks to pass. He airs it out to his left and underthrows pretty badly there, number 11, Jalen Miller.
I mean, Miller was temporarily open, but Powell got to get that to him, and he got to get it to him early.
It almost looked like a little miscommunication, like Miller was supposed to be coming back to the football there.
Yeah, it could have been. Most likely, that's probably what it was. He thought he was going to run a comeback route. That's why he threw the ball so short. At least I hope that's what it was.
Powell set up in the shotgun. The 3-back set, pitches to his right, and he finds a little bit of room and loses the football, and it's going to be Rossview football on the 40-yard line. That ball popped right out.
Wow, like you have to protect the ball. Like when you running the ball, 2 arms. But let's see what happens.
Flags on the play.
Flags on the play.
Got a little
Plenty of
scuffle
flags
going
there on the play as a Northeast player comes off the field clapping his hands.
Let's see what happened on the replay.
3-back set, pitches to his right. And
Ball carry him. Yeah, he hit him right on the ball. And then it's just a scrum for the ball after that on the fumble.
That's definitely Rossview football.
It definitely looked that way.
Let's see what these flags are.
It's probably going to be personal fouls.
It's going to be a personal foul on Rossview.
They're moving the ball forward. Well, are they giving the possession to Rossview is the question.
Foul on the play. Personal foul on
And
Rossview.
here comes
Will remain.
Rossview's offense.
Okay, yes.
They
Rossview
recovered the ball right around the northeast 40, and then after a few flags is pushed back all the way to their own
Fans,
45.
make some noise for your defense.
Gabe Seibert set up in the shotgun. That Phillips to his right. The fake is to Phillips, and it's a pass to Davis, of course, as he jukes one person and makes his way still on his feet.
This Seibert-Davis connection is just unstoppable right now because every time he went to him, it's completion. Like, what more do you want from your quarterback and wide receiver?
Davis is really impressing me. He always keeps his feet moving. Didn't even end up on the ground at the end of that play. Seibert's in the shotgun. Phillips motion to his left. You got Davis to his right. Bolster to his left. There's a fake to Phillips, and Seibert keeps it, and he is licked out of bounds there with a heavy hit.
Good defense by number 3, Javian Browder. Like, Seibert could have made something happen, but that open field tackle probably just saved them 5 to 10 yards.
Seibert picks up about 4 yards.
Yeah, that was a good play. I mean, he could have got a lot more, though, if he didn't get stopped there.
Seibert set up in the shotgun with a 2-back set. He takes the snap. The give is to Phillips as he tries to make the corner, and he does, and works it all the way down to about the 28-yard line.
He's real close to a first down, about a couple yards short. I mean, Phillips, man, he get a hole, he's gone.
We haven't seen a ton from Phillips tonight, but a nice run there.
I'm not going to lie, Rossview has some very impressive skilled players right now. Like, almost everyone that touched the ball makes something happen, you know. So,
or at least they are tonight.
Yeah, in positive form, too.
Seibert in the shotgun, takes the snap. The give is to Phillips up the gut. He bounces to the left and takes it all the way down to about the 25-yard line for a Rossview first down.
That's some tough running right there by Phillips. You know, he can't always get the home run, so you get what you can. That's the type of run you like to see running backs take. Keep your legs turning, get us positive yardage.
Right.
Good job.
Running north and south, not east to west, and Rossview's doing a great job of that tonight. Seibert in the shotgun, Davis in motion. Looks like we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout Rossview.
Timeout Rossview. 7 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second. Rossview still up 7 on the Eagles.
And threatening.
And really, it's been all Rossview tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe Seibert, like, what more do you need to say? I mean, the man came out here, got 1 incompletion that I've seen. He's also ran for positive yards. Every special skilled player he got right now, they're getting positive yards. He's giving them opportunity to make plays, and they're making them. So that's what you want in your quarterback, and he's doing it.
Alshon Davis yet to drop a pass has really impressed me here today, and that's all this passing's really opening up the run.
Oh, yeah, it's opening it up. That's why we're seeing Phillips starting to get some holes now, because he didn't have those holes earlier. But now you see they're softening up the defense, and them holes going to get a lot bigger as this game go on if they keep passing the way they are.
Rossview makes their way back onto the field. Aaron Bolster to his left. This close to the goal line, I'd say let's watch for him, but Seibert's actually going to fake the handoff and keep it as he makes his way right to about the 15-yard line.
Gabe Seibert, the do-it-all quarterback. He can run and he can pass. I mean, what else can you say about the guy?
Seibert's really done no wrong here. 1 incomplete pass.
Yeah, I mean, perfect game so far to me.
I know Coach Hood is definitely happy with the way his quarterback's playing here tonight.
But it's the type of response you expected from them after suffering a close loss last week, so you expect them to come out and respond.
Seibert sends Davis in motion, but the give is to the big back, number 33, right up the middle.
Mark Anthony Prescott.
He was met at the line and actually brought back maybe a loss of one. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's what you want to see from Northeast. Don't just let them run the ball on you. You know, step up. Protect this house, you know. And they did that. They got the penetration. They stopped them.
Prescott makes his way off the field as Phillips comes back. We got Aaron Bolster to his left, Davis to Seibert's right. As Seibert takes the snap, and he looks to the middle to number 4 and right down the seam. That's going to be another touchdown, Rossview Hawks. Seibert with 2 touchdowns here tonight.
Samuel Harding.
And Samuel Harding with his first reception for a touchdown right down the seam. That was a beautiful pitch and catch.
Let's see what happened on replay. You see, I mean, all that happened was number 4 just went straight up the middle and it was wide open. They weren't expecting him to get the ball because he hasn't got the ball all night, so he was open.
Pardo for the kick. And the kick is good for Rossview to extend their lead to 14 over the Eagles here.
This is a big series for the Eagles. If you get down 21, I don't know if you come back from that.
We're here in the second quarter with 5 minutes and 55 seconds left to play. Rossview just tacked on another 7 as they lead the Eagles 14-0.
What, about 6 minutes left before halftime, you want some type of positive momentum going in half. So even if you don't score a touchdown, at least make something positive happen.
And now, please come back to us as we go to break here. Welcome back to Northeast as Rossview kicks off. Nice kick down to about the 10-yard line. Northeast with a little bit of room to run. Gets taken down there at about the 33-yard line.
That is a positive return on a play. I mean, he's at, what, the 33-yard line? That's better field coverage than you would have got if you'd have just fielded the kick.
Now, Vernon, what does Northeast need to do here to make sure this game doesn't get out of hand?
Stay away from the penalties. Stay away from the penalties and make a play. The running game ain't really working right now, so they're going to have to probably get some type of big play from the 2 receivers they have.
What I'm seeing from Rossview that I'm not seeing from Northeast is just a variety of plays. Powell takes the snap for Northeast, gives it to his tailback to his right. He tries to make the corner, and he does as he breaks a couple of arm tackles, working his way all the way down to about the 44-yard line.
Jawan Harris, I mean, that's a good play.
Big, strong back.
Hey, ride him. If he's getting positive plays every time he touches the ball, ride him because at this point you need to score.
They definitely need to figure out what's working for him here and figure it out fast.
See, Northeast has always had decent drives.
They can't seem to piece it together.
Yeah, then they'll get a holding penalty or some kind of penalty, and they just kill the drive, and they have to end up punting the ball off. They got to stop that.
Northeast takes the snap. The give is he runs over his own player right up the middle for about a 2-yard gain.
I don't know if he even got 2. He might have got probably one-ish. But Harris, man, did he just run over his own player, though? Like,
yeah.
Just get out the man's way. Block somebody and get out of his way because this man is coming.
Harris comes off the field as number 40, Yamil Marsh, takes his place. Now, I'm really looking to Powell here to get this drive going and show me something here before the half.
If you're paying attention, like, the linebackers are very close to the line of scrimmage for Rossview. They're expecting a run at this point. I mean, the pass is right there for the taking.
Looks like we're going to have another timeout.
Timeout, Rossview.
Rossview.
Yeah, so Rossview's setting up, waiting on the run. They're daring him to pass. So if you're going to dare me to pass, I'm going to pass. But he needs his receivers to make a play. Normally you have Tamario Vereen or Jalen Miller, so he's going to need them to step up.
Montgomery Central and Northwest.
Now join us back here as we head off to another break. .2 yards to go. The give is to the back, and
oh, he didn't get it. Oh,
wait! After the
second effort,
he was immediately stopped. But after the push, he might have got it. There's a flag on the play.
Man, I hope it's not on Northeast, because man, come on,
just cutting their own feet off here. They can't seem to get anything going.
There is a flag on the play.
Refs are still sorting out this flag. If it's not a penalty on Northeast, that's a first down. But if it's a penalty, man, that's going to hurt.
Well, let's see as the head referee comes in. It's going to be a 4th down Northeast.
On sportsmanlike
after
conduct.
An unsportsmanlike conduct
on
call
Northeast.
Against Northeast.
The play will be a first down for the Eagles. However, after the play,
so they get to keep the first down, but they're going to get marched back about 10 yards here.
You got to stop hurting yourself. Penalties don't help you.
15 even.
Like, at this point, you need a score. 4 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. You got to make something positive happen. I don't care if you're still down by 7. You need at least 7 points going into half.
4 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. Rossview on top, 14-0 on Northeast. And there's another delay. The officials discussing on the field as they bring in the 3rd official.
I think they want to check the spot of the ball.
Not that Northeast had a lot of momentum working for them to begin with, but this is really killing the flow of the game. As the officials discuss with Coach Hood of Rossview.
Is it a warning or he's asking him something?
So they move the chains back to the current line of scrimmage.
So that's not 15 yards. That's a 1st and 10.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 Northeast. Not sure what happened there. Seibert sets up the pass. Oh, and is hit hard by number 5, Aaron Bolster. Not only can he catch, but that boy can hit.
And we have a flag on the play.
Powell's pass caught by Miller.
Man, I mean, let's see what happened on replay. Ooh. Bolster just basically lined him up on that one. I mean, what more do you want from your DB? That's what you're supposed to do. Separate man from ball, and he definitely did that.
Miller with the great catch, but quickly hit hard by number 5, Aaron Bolster of Rossview.
Now, what's the penalty for? Look like it's penalty against Northeast.
It's like And Northeast is going to take some more negative yards here with another penalty.
Penalties, I don't know, man. Like spoiled apples, nobody wants them. They got to do better.
Let's see what Northeast can do here with 4 minutes and 33 seconds left in the half. I know they'd love to get a drive going and find that end zone before the second quarter expires.
So are we looking at about 2nd and 13?
First and 15.
1st and 15.
The snap is
Powell
to
back.
Powell. Powell gives the ball
Juwan
to his
Harris.
running back.
Juwan Harris.
He tries to make a little something out of nothing there.
Harris on the play.
I mean, I respect you trying to keep the defense honest with the run, but at this point, they're stacking the box, man. I mean, you got to stretch them out. You got to stretch them out, or it's going to be a long night. I mean,
seems to be some more miscommunication on the Northeast sideline.
just look at the way Rossview's lined up. When the linebackers are that close to the line of scrimmage, they're all out run. Look at this. They're so open for the passes.
Powell in the shotgun. A bad snap, but he pulls it in.
Screen
Gives
pass.
it to his halfback, and he is tattooed by number 25, Austin Gibbs of Rossview. Another great hit by the Rossview defense.
Give these linebackers credit because in every open field they get a tackle. Let's see what happened on replay. Screen pass here. As he catching the ball, Bowser gets lit by Gibbs. Like Gibbs ran that from beginning to end. Just like a
Wonderful
good number.
tackling.
I mean, at this point, Rossview got to get something. I mean, Northeast got to get something down the field. These short passes and stuff are not working. You got to stretch out this defense.
It's 3rd and 14 here for Northeast as Powell takes the snap. He's
Sack.
pressured immediately and brought down. I'm guessing
That's-
an intentional grounding flag's about to come out.
Oh, yes, that's definitely intentional grounding. He did not get outside the box. And the ball definitely didn't break the line of scrimmage.
But there is a flag on the play.
Powell gets up slow.
Like, the O-line, just, I don't know what happened on that. It looked like it was a bailout blitz. And O-line got to be able to pick that up. Running backs got to be able to pick that up. And the fact that they didn't pick that up, that's the result right there.
They definitely didn't help themselves at all there. Going to set up a 4th and very long as Rossview sets up with 2 men back to receive the punt.
It looked like they're picking up the flag. No penalty.
We got Alshon Davis and number 88, Rollingson, back to receive the punt.
Man, they're going to have excellent field position because I'm not expecting a booming punt, but at the same time, look where he's punting from. He's punting at basically the 10-yard line. Rossview's going to have a chance to score again before this half.
Is that the snap is high, but it's brought down.
Is that a
Punt is
quarterback
in
punt?
the air. Jalen Powell with the punt down to about the 46-yard line. Makes it into Rossview territory.
7-yard line.
So, hold on. The quarterback throws, and he can punt? I mean, that's impressive. That's an impressive athlete right there. Northeast has to stop Rossview. Like, if Rossview's get another touchdown before this half,
It can
before
get very
halftime,
ugly.
yeah, it might be on the verge of getting very ugly.
Rossview definitely looking to get in the end zone with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the half as they lead the Northeast Eagles 14-0.
I mean, at this point, can Gabe Seibert do anything wrong?
We'll see. Seibert in the backfield takes the snap. He's blitzed fast. The give is to Phillips, and he makes his way to about the 49-yard line.
Did Gabe Seibert just throw that with his left hand?
It looked like it. The way the ball flew, it definitely didn't look like a normal pass from Seibert. That was a left-handed pass. Now that's just impressive.
Yeah, he switched hands while he's getting sacked to avoid the sack and threw with his left hand. I mean, this man is putting on a show right now.
Seibert in the shotgun. Phillips to his right. The give is to Davis, and the first drop by Davis.
That's only Seibert's second incompletion, so I won't get too upset about that.
It looked like Davis's eyes were just upfield before he secured the football.
And he had a lot of green in front of him. If he'd have caught that ball, we might be saying touchdown
He
right
was
now.
licking his lips and forgot to catch the football there.
Yeah.
All that green in front of him.
It's almost like you was told when you were a kid, you got to chew before you swallow.
Seibert in the shotgun with a two-back set.
Look like a referee stop.
Official stopped the play. Looks like it's going to be timeouts Rossview. That should be their last timeout of the half.
Yep, so at this point, 148, I think Rossview's just basically thinking touchdown. So, because if they get stopped with the clock still running, I don't know if they got enough time to kick a field goal.
And stay tuned as the second quarter winds down here at APSU-TV.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take.
Welcome back as Rossview sets up here at their own 48-yard line. Seibert takes the snap, rolls to his left. The give is to Phillips, and Phillips works his way back towards the middle for maybe a 3-yard gain.
A bit misdirection. I mean, they tried to catch Northeast off guard. Northeast played it pretty well. They stopped it because it could have went for more.
It's going to be fourth down here.
Timeout Northeast.
And it's going to be a timeout Northeast.
They got to go for this. I mean, we know they got to go for this. You need a touchdown. Well, this is Rossview, so
Yeah.
Rossview doesn't have to go for it.
But they kept their offense on the field. You think Rossview might be going for blood here in this game? Up 14 and decides to stay on the field.
But I tell you what, Northeast is not helping. Like, why would you call timeout there, you know? You don't need to give Rossview any more time to decide whether they're going to punt or throw this ball right now.
Well, I think that the defense was set up for something, maybe a punt, but set up for something. They obviously saw something different on the Rossview side, and they felt like they needed to adjust.
Well, I mean, Coach probably thinks he's about to get the ball back, so he's trying to stop the clock because there was a running play on the last one, so he want to have as much time as possible to try to make a touchdown play on when they get the ball back.
If Northeast is successful in stopping Rossview here, they'll have one timeout to try and put some points on the board. 1:33 left here in the half. And Rossview is going to punt.
Now, that turns out to be a great call then by Northeast head coach.
And the punt is away. Another beautiful punt, making it another great Rossview bounce, making it all the way down there to about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, he puts a lot of air on his punts, and it makes it almost impossible to return it because by the time the ball comes down, they're already on you.
And, you know, he doesn't get a lot of field time, but Pardo's really impressed me here tonight.
Well, that's the whole point of punters, you know, make it a position game. Put them in negative yardage, put them in bad situations. That's what he's doing. You can't ask for any more out of your punter.
Got to give the punters some love. You know, punters are people, too.
Punters are very important, especially when the game's on the line. Field position is a big thing.
Jalen Powell lines up in the shotgun, taking the ball on their own 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
I'm expecting a pass.
He drops back the pass. He looks downfield, lets it fire to his left, and he does have a receiver. He couldn't quite make his way back to the ball as he tried to fight through number 5, Aaron Bolster, on the coverage.
Yeah, that was number 11, Jalen Miller. When it came down to it, it looked like the ball was underthrown, and if the ball would have been a little bit more out there, I feel like Miller would have came down with that.
It would have definitely been a nice play. Bolster matching him almost step for step.
Yeah, and they couldn't call pass interference on that because the ball was thrown so short. So the defender have a right to the ball just as much as the offensive player.
Powell takes the snap, looks to his right. It's a wide receiver screen to number 1, Tamari Vereen, and he is wrapped up fast.
Pass caught by Vereen.
You know what?
Another flag on the field.
Tackled by a host.
You know what we're not talking about? We're not talking about this Rossview defense. We're not giving them the credit they deserve right now because think about what they're doing right now. These linebackers are making every open field tackle. Even their DBs and Bolster, you know, they're looking very impressive right now. They're keeping Northeast off the dang scoreboard.
It's going to be holding Northeast, another costly penalty for Northeast.
That's that inexperience kicking in that Coach Clark was talking about. That's what he said he was worried about was their inexperience.
And the penalties declined, giving Northeast a 3rd and 10.
We got a 1:07 here. Rossview still basically lined up very close to the line of scrimmage, so screen passes are not going to work, you know. But at the same time, Rossview obviously has enough faith in their DBs to guard their wide receivers one-on-one, so that's why they're doing that.
And from what they've shown us tonight, rightfully so. Powell's in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to his left, now looks to his right. He moves around the pocket a little bit, still looking for a receiver as he fires it high into the air, and that ball is going to sail out of bounds.
The ball was intended to number 10, Dante Jarrett.
There is a flag on the play.
He missed Dante Jarrett earlier in the play because Dante Jarrett looked like they did a crossing route. He was wide open on the sideline, and he missed that play. So when he rolled out, he tried to get it to him late, and it was too late already.
Powell had to move around the pocket there until he finally just heaved one out of bounds.
Yeah, he looked like he was looking for the receiver, but he just missed him because he was open. Number 10 was definitely open originally on that play.
It's 4th down, we're punting. Why would we want to get him back 20 seconds?
It's like Northeast is set to punt here, as Alshon Davis set to receive for the Hawks.
So you wonder, how much energy does it take for the quarterback to be the punter also, as far as his legs go?
Ooh, Davis gets the punt blocked. Rossview jumps on the punt there at about the 6-yard line with 26.3 seconds left.
Yeah, Rossview, they bailed out for the block, and they got the block.
Recovered by Rossview inside the 10-yard line.
So this is really Northeast's worst nightmare.
Let's see what happened on replay. Yeah, we didn't really see what happened on that replay, but I can tell you, we had like 3 people get through the line of scrimmage and were able to converge on Jalen Powell to block that punt.
There were enough people around the punter there to where we don't know who blocked it.
Well, let's see on replay.
Nonetheless, Rossview sets up here on about the 7-yard line, and they're definitely looking to punch it in with 26.3 seconds left in the half.
I would. Keep your foot on the gas. You don't want to give them any chance.
Seibert takes the snap. It's a quick pass to Davis.
Ooh, he's still going for it.
Rossview probably regretting wasting those timeouts here now as the clock ticks down. Can they get another playoff?
They're going to have to hurry and spike the ball. Spike the ball.
It looks like they're going to try and kick it real quick instead of spiking the ball with 5 seconds left. Can they get the snap off, and Pardo with the kick?
It's good.
It is good. Clutch timing there by Rossview as Pardo nails the kick to lead 17-0 over Northeast here.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if that was luck or timing, because when you throw the screen pass, you expect your players to be aware of the time, because once Davis caught the ball, he should have went down immediately, so he could have had time to get a second play off. But because he held himself up and tried to get more yards, they had to hurry and rush to get the kickoff.
It seemed like Rossview knew exactly how much time they had there. And now let's go down to our sideline reporter, Isabella Christensen.
Coach, there in the first half, some back and forth calls, keeping for a tough momentum. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird. Some calls on us that it's our fault, losing momentum for trying to get in there on. We've done some good things on offense, it's just getting some of these mistakes just clean. Punt block that always makes it rough whenever you want those blocks and stuff. But I appreciate how we're still fighting, we're still hanging on. That's what we're talking about in the locker room, just keeping at it.
Any key adjustments to make a good momentum in the second half?
It's really like that. I mean, we're going to do what we do, sure.
Best of luck. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
So here we are going into the half. And stay tuned for the second half of football here at Northeast, brought to you by APSU-TV.
Listen up, Ohio Valley Conference fans. ESPN's mission is to serve sports fans anytime, anywhere. And now with ESPN Plus, fans can get access to thousands of live events and original programming for only $4.99 a month. That means you can finally watch more sports from the Ohio Valley Conference anytime, anywhere on all your favorite devices. To access ESPN Plus, download the ESPN app or visit ESPN.com and just tap on the Start My 7-Day free trial to get started. ESPN Plus, more sports, more conferences, more schools, more universities, more teams. Download the ESPN app or visit ESPN.com today.
I'm Ferdinand. You look at me and think big. You think scary. But I'm a little misunderstood. Funny! Sorry, I almost killed you. We've all been misunderstood. I'm not a fighter.
I don't understand that at all.
Kids with learning and attention issues like dyslexia and ADHD are misunderstood too. Take the time to understand.
Best plan ever!
With the right support, everyone can reach their full potential because you can't judge a bull by his cover. Learn more at understood.org.
Welcome back. At halftime, we have Rossview leading Northeast 17-0. I'm here with special guest Colonel Jeffrey Gaylord. He is colonel of their drill team here. They do a lot of fun things with the school, including at the football games. Every time they score a point, they do some push-ups and things. Tell us about that.
Yeah, our Northeast High School JROTC program has many organizations, but one of them is our push-up squad, which actually comes out of our Raider team, which is an extreme sports team. Currently, we have 24 members on the team, and we select 10 of them to come and represent us here at the football games every home game, and they do push-ups, build team spirit, and support their team both on and off the field.
That's great. Now, y'all have a lot of achievements. One really big one, placing top 25 in the nation, one of your teams did, I hear?
Yeah, we also, within the JROTC program, we stress academics very heavily. And so we have this thing called JROTC Leadership Academic Bowl. And in October, we will compete at level 1. And we start out with approximately 1,400 teams. And then afterwards, only about half of those compete at level 2. And this past year, both our leadership and our academic team made it to level 2. And then our academic team made it to the national championships. They were one of the top 32 teams in the nation, and they got to go to Washington, D.C. and spend a week there and compete at Catholic University in Washington, D.C. So a significant accomplishment for these young cadets, and couldn't be prouder of them.
Yes, that's great. So I know you'll have a couple different teams, and they each have a couple different responsibilities. Out of the ones you haven't named yet, can you tell us a little bit about those and what they do?
Sure. We also have a drill and color guard team. Our color guard team is responsible for providing all the color guards at all of our functions, whether they be sporting events or civic organization requesting support, churches, you name it. We travel just about anywhere in the area to support our community with color guards to make sure that they have adequate representation with both the state and the national colors. And then we also have a drill team that actually competes in marching, and they do that as well. So, and then in addition to that, we have another team that we started approximately 3 years ago, which is our robotics team. We're leading the charge in JROTC for robotics, and for the past 2 years, we're going into our third year, I've had both of our JROTC teams make it to the state championships that is held at Brentwood Academy every spring. So this year we have 3 teams competing, and we have big expectations for them as well.
Of course. Well, congratulations on all of those achievements. Thanks for chatting with us. We are still here at halftime. We'll be back on APSU-TV.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
The Department of Communication at APSU is unique in providing students hands-on experience from the first day they enter the classroom. The award-winning sports broadcasting program covers almost all sporting events for the Govs and Lady Govs. So how is Awesome Peay's sports broadcasting program different than the others? All of the broadcasts are ran by the students.
I discovered the sports broadcasting concentration, and 4.5 years later, it's been an awesome experience. Since game one, they put me on a camera. I got that experience immediately.
With this program, we learn so many positions. We learn every position, really, whether that's play-by-play or in the control room with replay, technical director, even being a producer.
I learned different positions, not just camera work. I learned inside the production studio, outside the production studio. I know how to be in front of a camera and also behind the cameras.
Some would say that the most important person of a broadcast is the camera operator. They are the ones who are giving the viewers what they want to see.
Having good camera work from a broadcast is basically what you see is what the audience sees.
Replay is so important for the game because it gives the fans another perspective. It gives them more engaged into the broadcast. You know, when a great play happens, the fans, they want to see it again. They want to see it in slow motion. They want to see it from different angles.
It benefited me totally. It molded me to a better person, just overall.
The experience can actually be topped anywhere else. The things that I've been able to do at Austin Peay have been awesome.
Welcome back to the second half of action here at Northeast as Rossview sets to kick the ball off, and Northeast catches the ball and immediately steps out of bounds right here at the 13-yard line. Now that was just a bad decision.
That was a very bad decision. You should have let that ball roll out of bounds. You would have got more yardage than just running out of bounds.
Ball was clearly taking a path out of bounds, and he snagged it before it could, and his first step was immediately out of bounds.
Yeah, you got to make smarter decisions, man. This is second half. And at this point, you got to stop hurting yourself with penalties and not smart decisions.
Well, here we are in the third quarter. Rossview leads the home team, the Northeast Eagles, 17-0, and it's been all Rossview tonight as Northeast sets to take the snap. Powell dumps it off to the back. He's got a little room in front of him, throws a stiff arm and gets tackled down at the 30-yard line.
That was number 40, Yamil Marsh. That tackle, boy, was really close to being a face mask. Rossview better be very careful with their hands.
Better be first down, Eagles.
First down, Eagles, as they try and put together a drive and get in the end zone for the first time here tonight.
They need it. They need it. You do not want to get Rossview back this ball with no touchdown.
Powell in the shotgun, takes the snap. The give is to the back, Marsh. Marsh dances around, makes it to about the 34-yard line.
That was a good run on first down. He got by, looked like 5 to 6 yards. You'll take 5 to 6 yards. But like I said in the first half, these linebackers are really close to the line of scrimmage. They have to stretch this defense out if they want to score touchdowns.
Powell in the shotgun. His big back to his right. Receiver in motion. The give is to the big man, number 17, and he is swallowed up immediately, maybe making it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Jawan Harris is a big back, so he wants to go forward. The fact that he couldn't go forward tells you how much penetration Rossview got on that play.
Just another testament to this Rossview defense here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we've been praising the offense the whole game. We need to get the defense some love because right now they hosting a goose egg.
There you go. It's going to be 3rd and 8 here for the Eagles. Desperately needing a first down. Powell takes the snap. Looks to his right, has a man, and is a beautiful pass and caught right here at about the 42-yard line for a Northeast first down.
To Mario Vereen, like Jalen Powell's a good-looking quarterback when he has time, and right then he has time. His dang O-line finally came up for him, so that's what the result is.
A beautiful route ran by Vereen there on the catch, working his way back toward the sidelines, textbook. He takes the snap. The give is to the big man, and he is once again taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That Rossview defense is not having a run today. Not at all.
Harris doesn't seem like someone easy to be taken down, and Rossview's making it look pretty easy here tonight.
Well, they're not. It's not one individual person. They're gang tackling, and that's what you have to do when you run up against big backs. Gang tackle. Because one person you probably run through. But 5 of us, you're not taking all of us.
Marsh back in the game at tailback.
Man.
Powell in the shotgun, takes the snap. The give is to Marsh to his left, and he's got some running room.
That hole was definitely created by the O-line because, like I've been saying all night, Rossview is lined up on the line of scrimmage. So the fact that holes are opening up, give the credit to the O-line. The O-line looking like they want to make some noise this half.
Marsh making a 2nd and 12, a 3rd and manageable here.
Will be 3rd down and 5 to go.
Let's see if Northeast can manage to stay on the field here offensively.
So far, so good. At this point, they basically right around the same field position that they just can't seem to go past. So let's see if they finally get through that wall.
3rd and 5 on their own 47 with 8 minutes and 47 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Rossview on top, 17-0. Rossview showing blitz. And Powell takes the snap, looks to his right, steps up in the pocket, and is taken down by number 11.
Corey Bolster.
Jalen Powell sacked on the play.
So that right there, I mean, you just got to give credit to the defense. Number 11, Corey Bolster, basically beat his defender, and Jalen Powell did what he's supposed to do. He stepped up in the pocket, and he was trying to go forward, but at the same time, he wasn't allowed to, so give the credit to the D.
And it looks like Northeast is going to go for it here on 4th and 5. This is a big down. He takes the snap, looks to his left, lets it fly, has a man, and it bounces off of his hands. The pass was there, dropped by the receiver.
Number 11, Jalen Miller.
Jalen Miller with the drop.
He got to catch that.
After the bullet.
If it hits you in your hands, you got to catch that as a receiver. Help your quarterback out. You know, he give you a good pass, help him out to catch the ball.
pass was a little high, but definitely catchable there from Powell.
They're going to want that one back because now they're giving Rossview great field position.
Rossview is going to take over with 1st and 10 on the 47 in Northeast territory.
Let's see what Gabe Cyber and these receivers can put together.
Hey, it's been the Cybert show so far. Let's see what this young man can do. The snap is taken. The give is to Phillips. And he is taken down right at about the line of scrimmage.
That was a great stop by Northeast defense. Like, that's what you have to do to stop this Rossview offense. Take one aspect away from them. Don't let them run and pass on you. Take the run away from them. Make Gabe beat you by himself, you know.
I know the Eagles are hoping for a 3-and-out here, trying to get their offense back on the field to see if they can find the end zone. Let's see what Rossview has in store.
It's a lot of pressure put on this defense right now because they cannot allow another score.
Seibert in the shotgun. Phillips to his right. He drops back to pass. Lets it go over the middle and has a man wide open to the 30-yard line.
Number 4, Samuel Harding.
That'll be Harding's second catch for the night. His first one went for a touchdown. That one for about 20 yards.
It seems like every time he catches the ball, something great is happening. I mean, that's his second catch, and now he's sitting at, what, 25 yards with a touchdown
and a
already?
Touchdown.
Can't ask for anything more.
Rossview playing beautiful football here tonight on both sides of the ball. And Seibert sets up in the shotgun. Phillips to his left. The give is to Phillips up the gut. He's going to make his way for about 4 yards.
I'll take that. Like I said, every time, 4 to 6 yards, I'm with that. I'll take that.
4-yard gain.
And I know it's early in the second half, but you've got to think that Rossview is just trying to take seconds off of this clock.
I don't know if they're necessarily trying to take seconds off the clock, yet alone going for blood. You know, they smell blood in the water, so at this point, they're probably looking to finish this game off early.
Seibert in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to his left, lets it go over the top. Oh, and dropped by number 5.
Aaron Bolster.
Aaron Bolster with the beautiful catch for the touchdown in the first quarter. Would have been another touchdown here in the third, and just flat out dropped the football.
He could get a pass. I mean, he's been doing everything all night. He's been making big hits. He's catching touchdowns. So you want that one back, but let's see what happened on the replay. Yeah, you can't really see what happened on that, but basically he ran a great route. Ball hit him in the hands, and he just dropped it.
Everything but the catch happened on that play. Seibert back in the gun. The fake is to Phillips as he goes right, works his way back towards the middle, making it down to about the 22-yard line.
Looked like he's about 2 yards short of the first down.
Yards up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it like he's about 2 yards short. Great read once again. Like, at this point, I don't even know if this guy could do anything wrong, you know?
That's going to set up a 4th and 2 for Rossview.
Oh, they're staying on the field. They're going for it.
And they're going for it. They're trying to put this game away here early in the third.
The Eagles saying it's 4th down.
We got the backup quarterback. Look like he's warming up here for Northeast.
Seibert in the snap. The fake is to Phillips, and he goes over the top.
Pass.
Ooh, and right through the hands of the defender and the receiver there for an incomplete pass. Flag is down.
Let's check out the flag.
On the play.
The ball was in the air a little too long. Like, if you're going to throw that pass, you got to get that ball down, because giving it that much air, you allow the defender to turn around and find balls. In there just a little bit too long. You got to throw a better pass.
Let's see what this flag is.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
An ineligible receiver downfield on Rossview. That penalty is declined for a turnover on downs. Northeast will take over with a 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Northeast got the break they needed, so now let's see if they can make something happen. Yeah, Jalen Powell's back on the field. Okay.
Powell's in the gun. It's like Marsh to his right. Lone receiver out wide to his left. The give is to Marsh to his left, and he is swallowed up well behind the line of scrimmage.
Marsh on the carry.
This Rossview defense is just saying no.
They're swarming to the ball.
They're not allowing you to run the ball on them. No, sir.
Beat us with your arm. They're begging them to beat them with their arm here. And Northeast can't seem to find their footing here tonight.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised, because last week they threw a ball a bunch, and they was throwing downfield passes. So I'm a little bit surprised that they ain't challenging Rossview like I thought they would.
Powell's in the shotgun. Marsh comes off the sideline late to join him. Marsh lined up behind him, and it looks like we're going to have a flag on the play. There's a possible delay of game here.
Delay a game.
It's going to be delay a game on Northeast.
Can't have that.
They're just not helping themselves at all here tonight.
Yeah, Northeast right now is do or die for them. I know it's in the third quarter. But at this point, do you really want to get Rossview back the ball and depend on them to have another bad series? They only had one. Every other series, they were pretty much scoring touchdowns or kicking field goals. So
you definitely don't want to give the ball back to Rossview here. You want to at least do, if you can't get in the end zone, at least do a little damage control and keep your offense out on the field. Powell takes the snap. He looks to his right. He has a man. Oh, overthrows his man and should have been picked off by number 21 for Rossview, KJ Montague.
Let's see what happened on the replay. As you can see, he looks. It's a high ball. Too high for the receiver to catch it. And he tipped it and hit the hands right there of KJ Montague. You want that as a defender.
Montague with great ball vision there, but we might have got a glimpse of why he's on defense instead of offense with the drop. Powell takes the snap, looks to his left, has Marsh in the flats, and Marsh gets the ball with some room in front of him, makes a couple of cuts, and works his way all the way down to about the 40-yard line.
Perfectly designed screen pass. I mean, you really can't say much about that. Like, Marsh caught the ball. He did what he had to do.
And we got a flag back here at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, boy. Maybe that's why he had open field. Illegal man downfield.
Wow. Northeast just shooting themselves in the foot.
That's the second time in this series that they had a legal man downfield.
Beautiful play to set up a nice drive, and instead they're going to take 5 yards back.
Yeah, you got to clean it up. Got to clean it up. I know we're saying that a lot, but at this point it really matters. Because remember what I said, like, they haven't really passed the 50-yard line at all this whole game. Because every time they get to right around the 45, 47, they get penalties, push them back. Then they end up punting the ball or turnover on downs.
Northeast deep in their own territory here for a 3rd and 20 after the 10-yard penalty.
This is that part of the field that you don't need any mistakes.
Powell takes the snap. He's in his own end zone here. Lets it fly early.
A lot of air under that ball.
Has a man, and he comes down with it. Vereen with the beautiful catch over top of Montague.
That was all to Mario Vereen. Let's see what happened on the replay. I mean, look at this pass. This pass hung up in there for a while, and it was a fight for the ball in which Vereen won that fight.
That was 100% a 50-50 ball going thrown there by Powell, and his receiver came down with it for a first down. He takes the snap. They give it to the big man, and he's rolling his way. He's still pushing his way down to almost the 50-yard line. Folks, Northeast still has a lot of fight in them here late into the third quarter.
And that's what we have to see. Northeast have to do something on this drive right here. And I think they sense it. They have that sense of urgency. They know it's do or die time.
Harris with the strong run. And we're getting a little life out of this Northeast crowd here. And we have an injured, it seems to be Eagle on the field. So Northeast is finally starting to put something together, Vernon. Where do they go from here?
Their big play came from a downfield pass. You have to stretch out this defense. Don't let them sit in the box on you and blitz you and stop your run. Make them work. Make them beat you. Make them show you that they secondary is better than your receivers.
And if the DBs happen to be Rossview's chink in the chain here, yeah, I agree with you. They should take advantage of that and see if they can't find the end zone here on this drive. 3 minutes and 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Rossview leads Northeast 17-0.
I'm not going to lie to you, though. Like, that pass was really high. Like, he has to take some air off those balls because instead of it being a 50-50 ball, it could have been a touchdown.
Could have been.
Because Vereen had him, but he's putting a lot of air on his balls, which is allowing the defense to react.
You could see on that replay that Vereen had to almost take a couple of stutter steps to come back to the ball, which can really mess up a receiver's rhythm.
Well, that's great ball tracking by Vereen, you know. As a receiver, you know sometimes the quarterback going to throw you some bad balls, so you know what you got to do. It's your job to go get it, and he did that.
Northeast on offense for 2nd and 5 as Powell lines up in the shotgun.
No, Rossview only got one safety over the top. They're daring him to pass.
And they give it to the running back, and he is swallowed up in the backfield once again by this swarming Rossview defense.
Yeah, Rossview said they're not letting you run. Beat them with your arm. They're daring Jalen Powell to beat them. One safety over the top, and they basically matched up in man coverage. They're asking you to pass.
Rossview looking strong on defense here tonight, other than that one long pass, really. A couple plays that Northeast were brought back on by penalties, but other than that, Rossview playing a beautifully defensive game.
You don't really get mad at 50-50 balls like that, you know. It happens.
Powell's pressure after he takes a snap, rolls out right. Oh, and the catch is by Vereen, but he caught it out of bounds. Beautiful catch, almost picked off by Montague, but he comes down out of bounds.
Let's see the replay. As you see, Powell's about to roll out to his right. As he roll out, throws on the run. Yeah. He almost got a foot down, but he was led a little bit too much by Powell.
Powell showing you some arm strength there, throwing on the go.
Can they get past this 50-yard line?
And here we are, 4th and 6. The Eagles on the 50-yard line. Powell in a deep shotgun. He's looking to pass. Let's go the ball, and it's Vereen.
That's first down.
For the first down. Making it to about the 44-yard line. Just barely enough for the first down.
Like a simple comeback route. You know, Vereen basically sat down in the zone and waited on the ball.
Great field awareness by Vereen to get past the first down marker. Wonderfully delivered pass by Powell. Powell stays in the shotgun. Marsh to his right. And the give is to Marsh right up the gut. Has a little bit of room, but is quickly tackled.
About 3-yard gain. This, by far, is Northeast's best drive. Let's see if they can put a touchdown on the end of this.
I know that these fans sure would love it if they did.
This game is not over. I mean,
definitely not.
If Northeast puts up a TD on the board, you know, they're down by 10. If they get another stop and score again, hey, we got a new ball game.
Northeast desperately needs a touchdown here, though, because they haven't really been able to keep Rossview from scoring for too long. Clock's running as the crowd grows angry, as Northeast still hasn't hiked the ball.
These Northeast fans are very passionate about their team, as you can tell.
And
Bowser.
Great handoff to Bowser. He works his way to left, still on his feet. Bowser to the 10, Bowser to the 5. Touchdown Northeast, and we might have a ball game on our hands, Vernon.
They did exactly what they had to do. Put touchdown on the board. Let's see what happened on replay.
Touchdown Northeast.
Bowser gets the ball. He cuts. 2 cuts. And that's all effort after this. He's just breaking tackles, running hard. That's all you can ask for out of your running back.
Spins out of a couple tackles, and then it's pay dirt for the young man.
They needed that. Man, that just pumped some life back into them.
Jalen Bowser, first to score here for Northeast. Northeast seems to be going for...
I look like they're kicking the field goal.
Oh, and then you got Jalen Powell holding the ball. This young man does a lot for this team.
He's the heart and soul of the team.
Northeast sets up for the extra point. Ooh, and the kick is no good.
Did that get blocked?
The trajectory of it would make me believe that someone might have got a hand on it.
Eagles fans, your Eagles.
Either way,
have scored.
they somewhat stopped the bleeding. Now let's see if they can fully recover on the next couple drives.
That score definitely makes this game look a little bit better for Northeast. Northeast still with a full play and a team. Couple of 3 and outs, and they're right back in this ball game.
Now Northeast to take a stand. You can't let Rossview come out here and march down the field and score a touchdown. You can't allow that.
Can you stop the Gabe Seibert show here tonight?
We gonna see.
The special teams comes out of the field. We got 3 men back here for Rossview.
Yeah, let's see how Rossview responds after the first touchdown of the night being scored on him.
Francisco Rashido set the kick. The kick is to about the 19-yard line, fielded by number 88 from Rossview, and he has some green in front of him as he makes his way to the middle of the field, taken down at about the 36-yard line.
Ephraim Rollinson. That was a pretty good return that he gave there.
After having to backpedal to catch the ball, he definitely saw some daylight.
Yeah, you'll take any positive yards you can get at this point. Now we're going to see what this Rossview team is made of. They haven't been challenged the whole night. Now, Northeast showed them we're here to fight. So let's see if they're ready to fight as well.
Seibert makes his way back on the field with his team. Phillips to his right. 2 receivers in motion. Stacking the right side of the line hard, and the pitch is to Phillips, and he is wrapped up immediately in the backfield by Northeast for a loss of about 5 yards.
That's what I'm talking about. Show Rossview that they ain't going to come here and push you around in your home field. Show them that you're here to play football.
That touchdown by Bowser might have been the fire that this Northeast team needs to get back into this football game.
Anybody who watches football know momentum is a real thing. And right now the momentum is with Northeast.
39 seconds here in the third quarter. As time winds down, Seibert in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his left. He sees something he doesn't like. Seibert takes the snap and he looks to pass. The give is to Davis right down the middle for about a...
Looked like they got a yard from their original line of scrimmage. So they basically got the lost yardage back.
Got about 6 yards on the play.
I don't know if they're going to get another playoff before the end of the quarter, though.
Seems like Rossview is going to let the time run out here in the third. And as we go into the fourth quarter here, the score is Rossview Hawks 17, the Northeast Eagles 6.
Entering the fourth quarter, your score is Rossview 17, Northeast 6.
So this drive here is going to dictate which way we're going to go with this game. If Rossview puts up a TD, can Northeast respond?
We'll see. And Northeast sideline throwing up the 4s here, proclaiming this is our quarter. And let's see if they can win it.
The biggest question is, can Northeast score more than 6 points in a quarter? Because they're going to have to put up at least 11 just to tie the game.
Put up 11 points while stopping Rossview. Doesn't sound very easy, but let's see how Northeast takes it.
We're going to see what they're made of right here on this drive.
Rossview is going to take over here at about the 38-yard line. It's reading 3rd and 15.
All right, Eagles fans, it's 3rd
Now, this is going to be a big stop for this Eagles defense if they can manage to get it. Seibert's in the shotgun. Phillips behind him. And the give is to Phillips right up the gut, and he's met immediately.
Great stop by Northeast. There's 2 drives in a row where Rossview was unable to get any points and have to punt the ball away. You have to think that at this point, Northeast defensive coordinator has seen something that's working.
Some clear adjustments made at halftime by Northeast.
Yeah, that run game is not there for Rossview this half.
And they are set to receive the punt.
See, Rossview's facing the problem of going conservative because their last 2 drives looked really conservative. And if you take your foot off the gas against a team that's trying to win the ball game, it can present problems.
A nice rugby-style punt down to about the 30-yard line.
Jalen Bowser.
Quickly wrapped up by the Rossview special teams unit.
That's a great punt. Had enough air on it where your team could get down and surround the punt returner. I don't know why he didn't call a fair catch on that one.
With the way that Rossview surrounded the ball, it seemed like he did. There was no initial contact as soon as the catch was made, giving Bowser a little bit of room to try and run there.
That could have ended a lot worse. Those are times you know you have to really field the ball.
Northeast sets up on their own 31-yard line. Time is of the essence for the Eagles here, as they need to find the end zone as quickly as possible to stay in this one. The score is Rossview 17, Northeast 6. Powell keeps the ball as he makes his way around the corner to his left. He's got some room in front of him, and he's taken down right here at about the 43-yard line.
That is a great run by Jalen Powell. This young man is trying to will his team. He's trying to bring them back. He has not quit this whole game.
And it seems like he's keeping a cool head about him. He sat back, let the run develop in front of him. He doesn't seem frantic at all, which is exactly how you want your quarterback here in the 4th quarter, trying to come back to win the ball game.
Absolutely. He's not afraid at the moment.
Powell's in the shotgun. Looks like Marsh to his right. Powell rolls to his right, looking to pass. He's got a man downfield, rolls back to his left. He better get rid of the ball. He lets it go, almost picked off by Rossview.
He was outside the box. You would just want him to clearly throw that out of bounds. Don't throw it in the field of play, risking an interception, you know?
Powell just holding the ball a little bit too long there on that play to bring up a 2nd and 10.
So you got to give credit to Rossview defense on that one because obviously he didn't have a receiver open. That's because he was looking for a long time.
When you have a quarterback with the ability to scramble and keep a play alive like that, it gets really hard for the DBs to stay with their receivers. So, yes, credit to Rossview on that play there. Powell lined up in the shotgun. Marsh to his left. Looking to pass. Immediately looks to his left. Lets it go and has a man down the field and broken up by number 8, Alshon Davis.
That was what I was talking about. It's a lot of air under his balls. Like, you got to get it down a little bit more, and Jalen Miller's off to the races if you get that ball down.
Alshon Davis proving that he's not just an offensive player with the beautiful breakup.
Great way to react to the ball because if that ball didn't have so much air in it, he wouldn't even have enough time to do that. It'd have been off to the races.
Miller definitely had a step or two on Davis on that play. Powell lined up in the shotgun. He takes the snap, rolls to his right, and then the give is to
Bowser again.
Bowser, and a definite face mask that we can see right here from the booth. No flag on the play. Wow.
Oh, man, I'm surprised they didn't throw the flag on that one.
With all the flags tonight, you would definitely think that one was going to come out for that blatant face mask call. And that's just enough to get the Northeast sideline heated right there. I know Coach Clark is not happy after that missed flag.
You want everything to go your way. You want everything to be right because you don't want something that small to cost you the game.
A missed face mask call sets up a 4th and 1. Would have been a 1st down. Let's see what Northeast can do here.
It looks like we're looking about 4th and inches. I'm surprised they're not trying to get a measure on this. It's really close.
He was jerked down hard by the face mask on that play.
Yeah, it's really close on the fourth down.
The power eye with Powell under center. Let's see if we got another QB sneak like before, and that's exactly what it is for a Northeast first down and more. We have a flag on the play.
Jalen Powell's helmet's off.
Powell's helmet comes off, but he makes it from the tackle unscathed.
I like this young man, you know, tough guy.
There is a flag on the play.
That's how you like your quarterbacks. You like your quarterbacks to be tough.
So, and given the rules of the TSSAA, Powell's going to have to sit out a play at least here since his helmet came off. So we can see the backup quarterback.
Jaden Pugh. Oh, it's a penalty on Northeast.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's see what we got going on here. Northeast does seem to be backing up.
So it looks like it's a sideline infraction on Northeast.
As Northeast second-string quarterback Jaden Puig comes in.
Did they give them the first down, or he called a sideline infraction before the first down?
A lot of confusion here on the field.
Oh, no, they didn't give him the first down. It's fourth down.
So it's showing 4th and 10 here for Northeast.
Wow, 4th and 6. Man, those are heartbreakers right there, man. It's the best drive right here, you know. This is one of the most important drives of the game. You don't want to mess it up because of penalties.
Let's see if they give Puig some freedom here.
I don't think so.
Looks like there's going to be a timeout.
Now, I'm not real familiar with the TSSA rules, but if they call a timeout, can Jalen Powell come back in?
Like I said, I'm not as familiar as I could be, but I'm pretty sure he has to sit out one play before he's allowed to come back in. That was a timeout Northeast. With 9 minutes and 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Northeast 6, Rossview 17.
So if they're going to have the backup quarterback in, the backup quarterback will have to make a play. That's point blank period. You can't risk handing the ball off and getting stuffed right here and giving Rossview a good field position. Quarterback will have to make a play.
At 4th and 6, this is might be do or die for Northeast. With only 9 minutes and 53 seconds left in the game.
It's getting really close to that time. I mean, it's not there yet, but if they don't score here and they turn the ball over and Rossview does score, yes, this is definitely do or die.
Northeast hasn't shown the ability to get in the end zone fast. So with it still being a 2-score game, they definitely need to hurry this offense up.
There it is.
And the pass is a little short by Puig.
He had Jalen Miller open. He had him. It was just a little too short. Great route by Miller, though.
For his first pass of the game, can't expect much more than that from the backup. But nonetheless, a disappointing drive from Northeast as Rossview takes back over. And be 1st and 10 on the Northeast 48.
Now, I know we've been putting a lot of sense of urgency on every drive, but this right here is going to tell us what type of game we're about to have, this drive right here.
Rossview could potentially put the game away for good with this drive. Seibert back in the shotgun. Keeps the ball to his left. Makes a move and works his way to about the 39-yard line.
That's a great read. I mean, what more can I say? You know, his read option been working for him all night. His arm been working for him all night. At this point, he has it right now.
Seibert's just been working all night, really. Seibert in the shotgun. Phillips to his left. Had some movement there on the Rossview offensive line.
False start.
And we've got a flag on the play. It'll be a false start, Rossview.
false start on Rossview.
And this Northeast crowd is not happy because they feel like they lost a couple calls on that last drive.
And they definitely did on that face mask that would have given them a first down. Instead, getting drawn back.
Yeah, they turned the ball over on downs.
Seibert takes the snap. The give is to Phillips right up the gut. He has a little bit of room and is taken down by a host of Eagles, taken down hard in the backfield.
About a 3-yard gain. I mean, it's a decent gain, but good stop by Northeast. Northeast still fighting. About a 3rd down and 6.
Gonna be 3rd and 6 here for Rossview. This will be a big stop for the Eagles as time continues to wind down. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the football game. Seibert in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls right, looking to run. Makes a great move and gets the ball to about the 40-yard line.
Now, he didn't get enough for the first down, but that was a great effort.
He definitely saved himself from getting absolutely clobbered by the Northeast defense with the slippery move.
Is Rossview going for this?
Rossview keeping their offense out on the field with 4th and 2.
Oh, they say it's now or never.
They're trying to put this game away, folks. And Northeast jumps on the hard count. Northeast did exactly what Rossview wanted them to do, and that's going to result in a Rossview first down.
Got to pay attention to detail. Referee's discussion. Timeout, Rossview.
It's going to be a timeout, Rossview.
Taken by Rossview.
Now, did the referee pick up the flag, or are they still discussing it?
Well, it was a definite jump there by the defense. But still no ruling from the officials.
Long discussion right now.
7 minutes and 49 seconds left, Vern. What's the chances of Northeast coming back here?
You always have a chance as long as you got time on the clock. That's the rule of thought, you know. Any person who ever played team sports, you do not want your team to quit, regardless of how much you're down. You want them to fight to the end. So that's what I'm going to go with. As long as time on the clock, they have a chance. But if they're going to come back, they need to stop them here, and they also need to score really fast. And then they need another stop to get the ball back. So
couldn't agree more.
So, yeah, right now, time is of the essence. Like, if they don't score within the next, I would say, 2 minutes, I'm going to say the game probably is over.
Rossview makes their way back on the field. Seibert in the shotgun. Phillips to his left. Guess there was a no flag on the play. The give is to Phillips.
Oh, he stopped.
And he's immediately stopped, but then wiggles free. Looks like he's going to come up a little bit short here on the 4th down.
Oh, he's definitely stopped. I don't even think he had a chance on it. So now, Northeast has the ball. So, first step, check. Second step, need to score fast. So let's see what they're going to do.
I'm guessing that the Rossview called the timeout before the jump was made by Northeast on that play before the last.
Well, that must have been perfect timing.
And that's going to set the Eagles up here with a 1st and 10 on their own 40. Powell takes the snap. The give is to Marsh. Marsh right up the gut, gets wrapped up by number 25.
Marsh on the carry.
Austin Gibbs.
For no gain.
Yeah, I'm not really – I understand the run, you know, soften up defense, set them up for the pass, but with time running off the clock, I don't know if that's a smart decision.
I'm just not seeing the sense of urgency from Northeast that I feel like they need to jump back in this football game. Powell takes the snap. He looks to pass. Throws right, has a man, and it is caught. Still on his feet, dragging a host of Rossview Hawks down to about the 30-yard line.
And let's see what happened on replay. Just look at the effort at the end of that play by Tamario Vereen. That's an all-effort play. Great route ran, great pass thrown by Powell. First down.
Where's that been all night?
I don't know. You tell me.
Powell takes the snap, looks to his right again, pump fakes, and he's got someone over the top, but overthrows Vereen. Vereen could have walked into the end zone, but the ball just overthrown there.
Looked like he had a few. He haven't found his rhythm yet in this game. I know we're in the fourth quarter, but it's either going short or it's going too long or it's going too high. I don't think he really got in rhythm this whole game.
Powell had plenty of protection on the play, but just seemed to get rid of the ball a little bit fast. And he just overthrew his receiver. Powell in the shotgun. Looks like Bowser to his right. And the give is to Bowser as he is hit in the backfield but keeps going. And they're going to spot him right there.
Bowser on the carry.
At about the
30-yard
line.
Yeah, Rossview's not giving up that run.
I don't know about that spot, Vernon.
Yeah, that's.
They end up spotting him here around the 34, 33-yard line.
Tell you what, man. Northeast got to get on the ball. Like, time is ticking away, literally. I mean, I get the concept, but right at this point, you need to be passing the ball.
Powell lines up in the shotgun as time ticks down to 6 minutes. Powell looks right. He has a man, and it's deflected by Rossview defender number 40, Xavier Smith.
I mean, that's exactly what you want your defenders to do. If they can't get to the quarterback, get their hands up, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
Great defensive play here by Rossview late in the game. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And looks like it's going to be a 4th and 12 for Northeast.
Play of the game.
Powell in the shotgun.
I think he's looking for number 1, Tamario Vereen.
He drops back and looks to pass. It's a quick dump. There to about the line of scrimmage. Number 40, Marsh with the ball. Makes it back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Marsh had nowhere to go when he caught that ball. Rossview blew that play up.
That's going to be a turnover on downs. Rossview ball.
Now, it's 5 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. The game is still not over. But if Rossview converts a couple first downs, this game is over.
The game definitely isn't over yet, but it's looking bleak here for the Eagles as they trail 17-6 with 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in the game.
At this point, it's all about clock management. 4 first downs, I think, will end up officially in the game, maybe even 2, depending on how long the drive is.
Seibert lines up.
I'm expecting to see runs.
They're missing an offensive lineman here as someone rushes onto the field. Seibert.
Timeout, Rossview.
Seibert showing some disgust with that play as Rossview has to take a timeout.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, you're trying to win the ball game. You don't want anything to take from that. So, yeah, he's upset because people should know where they're supposed to be at this point.
Eagles fans, show your appreciation for your
You like to see that kind of fire in your quarterback up here late in the game and still getting upset about the little things.
Well, as a quarterback, you're going to be kind of a perfectionist, you know, because if you don't see reasons to improve, you're not going to improve. So you love to see that in any type of play, regardless of sport.
Rossview makes their way back onto the field.
I'm expecting to see a couple runs here. You know, they get some time to tick off this clock.
Seibert in the shotgun. Phillips to his left. He's got 2 receivers on his right and his left. Northeast shows blitz.
And that's exactly what it is.
And it's a fake handoff. A little wide receiver screen to Davis for about 5 yards.
As long as you stay in bounds, that's all that matters.
Keeping that clock moving as it ticks down past 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Not to be outdone, Northeast fans. Make some noise for your
And I expect Northeast to take their time snapping the ball here.
Second and 5 for the Rossview Hawks. Seibert in the shotgun. Sends Davis in motion. And it's a quick out to Davis as he catches the ball behind the line of scrimmage, makes a couple moves, gets a great block by his receiver.
He did the one thing you didn't want him to do. He ran out of bounds. You want him to go down inbounds to keep the clock running. They just helped out Northeast with that play right there.
5 minutes and 3 seconds left here in the game.
But it's a first down.
It's going to be a first down Rossview.
First downs is first downs, but you want that clock to run, you know. Stay inbounds. Go down if you got to, inbounds.
I'm definitely surprised we're not seeing more plays in between the tackles here.
I think that's because that's what they expect, you know, so they're trying to catch them off guard. Maybe even break another one.
Seibert in the shotgun. Phillips to his left. Oh, the fake is to Phillips as Seibert keeps it for maybe a 2-yard gain.
That's all you want is positive yards. It doesn't matter how many, just positive yards. Keep that clock running.
Keeping the ball in the middle of the field. Smart play by the Red Hawks here. By the Hawks, I'm sorry. Seibert set up in the shotgun, the same formation. Keeps the ball again. It's the same play, a little read option, and he's going to take it for another 4 yards.
Seibert once again.
Yeah, Seibert, I mean, he's been doing this all game. What more can you say at this point? Let's see what happened on replay. Another read option. He just got to the edge, hit a cutback, made something happen out of nothing.
It's going to be 3rd and 3 here for the Hawks. Same formation, Seibert in the shotgun.
Right now, I'm taking my time up from the quarterback, hiking this ball. Just let that clock tick.
Phillips to his right. He takes the snap, and the give is to Phillips. Phillips has some running room as he makes the corner. It's going to be a Rossview first down on the beautiful run by Phillips.
That hose was opened up by the O-line, and Phillips just ran through him. And as you can see, clock's ticking. One more first down will probably do it.
3 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the game. Rossview up 17-6 on the Northeast Eagles. Seibert's in the shotgun still, takes the snap and keeps the ball to his left. And he makes a move, and he's still going down the sideline and works his way out of bounds after gaining another first down.
Great run with the exception of him going out of bounds. Once again, stay in bounds. Go ahead and milk this clock. There's no reason to keep more time on the clock.
3 minutes and 25 seconds left in the game. As Rossview still has control of the ball, 1st and 10 on the 31-yard line. Seibert takes the snap. The give is to Phillips right up the gut for about a gain of 2.
They're doing exactly what we expect at this point. Just run the ball. Run the ball, run the clock.
And the time clicks down under 3 minutes here. I think it's pretty safe to say that this game is all but done here at Northeast.
Unless something drastic happens like a fumble or a missed snap.
Time continues to click off the clock. 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and the give is to Phillips. He finds the corner and is wrapped up.
He's about 3 to 4 yards short of the first down.
And Phillips is on the ground. He seems to be shaken up from the play.
Oh, man, you hate to see that. You played the whole game, great game, and then you get hurt at the end. You hate to see that.
Here at the end of the game, where it seems to be over, seeing a starter get hurt like that sure is a shame.
Yep. Wish the young man the best.
So 2 minutes and 33 seconds left, Vernon. Even if they don't come away with a victory, what can Northeast take from this game to move into next week?
Well, it's not a regional game. So they got 5 regional games still remaining on this schedule, right? So technically speaking, they only have 1 regional loss. They only play 1 regional game. So if they go 5-0 for the rest of their regional games, they still at the top of the region. So they can still make playoffs that way. But you hate to see a team go 0-4 and have to climb out that type of hole.
Right.
So it's just one of those things where he's just got to figure out a way to keep his team motivated and get them motivated earlier in the game.
Exactly. Phillips makes his way to his sideline under his own power. You love to see that. Maybe just got the breath knocked out of him or something here late in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in the game. Rossview leads 17-6.
And Rossview's going to let this clock tick down.
I'm looking at time management here from Rossview. Seibert comes in the shotgun. Big 33 to his left. Seibert keeps the ball, makes a juke, but is taken down.
I think he might have
after about 2 or 3 yards. Looks like he's going to come up short here on the first down to set up a fourth down for Rossview.
He did one extra cutback that didn't need to happen. Once he cut upfield, he should have just kept going downfield, but he did another cutback, which probably cost him the first down. But other than that, it was a great run. I mean, you're still milking time off the clock.
Now under 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think one more. Like, if they get this first down, it should be over. They should be able to nail it and get it over with.
A first down here will secure the victory for Rossview. But I would say even if they do end up turning the ball over, probably in pretty good shape.
Unless one play bomb. It has seen it happen before. It's never over till it's over.
Seibert in the shotgun. Anthony Prescott to his left, and it's going to be a timeout. Timeout Rossview.
Well, they want to make sure they get the right play in because they want to make sure they get this first down. They're ready to end this game.
Coach Hood worried about playing from whistle to whistle, and as a Rossview fan, you've got to be happy to see that.
You got to be happy with what you saw here, period, from Rossview. I mean, their defense stepped up the whole game, and their offense looked really good. And if they finish this game off like I think they should, they'll be 2-2 in the season. And they still got the rest of the season to go. Like I said, they only got one regional loss, too, and they got 4 more regional games to play. So
2-2 puts you in great position to finish out the season here.
Yeah, they looking like they're in good shape if they can finish this game off.
Very little mistakes made by Rossview on both sides of the ball. An overthrown pass here, big run allowed there, but other than that, almost a flawless game by Rossview here.
Absolutely, but I think they got a little conservative in the second half. Allowed Northeast to score that touchdown was their conservative play because they went 2 drives. They played a perfect game. I mean, to be what you've seen here today.
Most definitely. 1 minute and 27 left in the game. Runs to his bit of room in front of him, gets the first down and works his way to about the 16-yard line.
What more you say about the guy? Like, he's put the team on his back and say, follow me, I'll lead. And that's exactly what he's doing.
Seibert leading his Hawks to victory here. Click off the clock as we win it.
Should be getting ready to see victory formation here.
You would hope so. And yes, it looks like that's what we're going to get as Seibert lines up under center for maybe the first time tonight. And it's going to be a kneel by Seibert.
Well, it looked like
as time continues to roll down.
Northeast got to be real careful not to get a personal foul here.
Yeah, you can't let your emotions get the best of you this late in the game. The game's over. Let's just let it end here.
Yeah, live to fight another day. You still got more football to play.
Exactly.
It's just the beginning of your season. You still got a whole regional schedule to play.
$10 seconds left in the game. And it looks like that is going to be about it. Rossview is going to take this game 17-6.
Yeah, and so what can you say? It was Gabe Seibert. So Gabe Seibert showed up, showed out.
He really did it all, working it to several different receivers, letting everyone kind of touch the ball alongside of some great running back play by Phillips. It was all Rossview tonight from the beginning to the end. Northeast just couldn't quite get their footing under them on the offensive or defensive side of the ball, but they had a couple of shining moments in the game.
Well, the second half was a different team. I mean, they was able to score in the second half. Their defense looked better in the second half because they didn't allow another touchdown, in all reality, Northeast defense. And they actually finally found that hookup with Vereen, Powell to Vereen, and I just think they found it too late. They got on too late.
Northeast fans, thank you for attending this.
So next week we have a game at Northwest.
Northwest and Kenwood, I believe.
Yeah, Northwest and Kenwood is next week. So, I mean,
I'm excited to see that young QB out in Kenwood. I know he can really sling the ball.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think we should have a fun game because if Northwest wins tonight, they'll be undefeated going in there still.
Now that's something to fight for right there. We might have quite the game on our hands next week.
Back to this game. Northeast, they fall to 0-4 on the season. Rossview goes to 2-2. As I already mentioned, regional play is still in play. So their seasons, neither one of them is over. You know, not even Northeast. Because Northeast can still make a rally. We've seen it before. You know, teams start off bad and then finish strong. So I'm hoping that's the story with Northeast because these kids fought hard. You know, they didn't give up.
Definitely have some good players on their team, some athletic kids. And even though the score does show a lopsided game, Northeast really shouldn't be too hard on themselves. They face a nice raw tonight, defensively and offensively, almost a perfect game. Gabe Seibert went absolutely off in all aspects of the game, throwing the ball, running the ball. He really controlled the game, and that's exactly what you want to see from a quarterback.
Yeah, he didn't take any shortcuts. He made all the right decisions. He didn't cop out or hit or anything like that. He did what he had to do.
We have our sideline reporter, Isabella, with the coach of the game.
Here with head coach Todd Hood of the Hawks, who just defeated Northeast 17-6. Coach, y'all had control of the game early on. How did that feel?
I tell you what, ever since Gabe got his 40, he's getting his pass. But our team really responded well. We had a great week of practice, and the kids executed early in the game, the first half especially.
Once Northeast put some numbers on the board, did that change your gameplay at all drastically?
No, really, it's just about getting first downs, moving the chains.
You're now 2. How does that feel, and where do you go from here?
Well, it feels okay. It's not as good as 4-0. You know, we don't like to be mediocre. That's average to us, so we're going to work region game this week, so we'll work on see if we can go 3-2.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck on the rest of the season. Here with player of the game, Gabe Seibert. How did that
It felt pretty good, you know, spinning the ball a little bit more, you know. Before I got here, they were strictly a running team, so when I got here, they kind of opened the playbook up. So it was pretty good throwing the ball.
That's great. How did you prepare for a matchup like this week?
Water, Gatorade. Coach Hood he's a different type of coach. Coming from Northwest, I had a bad attitude, you know what I'm saying? He got me right, he got me back in shape, you know what I'm saying? I had to sit a month, you know, for my eligibility, and when I got cleared, things started clicking over here at Rossview. So,
going off of a great game, where do you go from here?
Back to practice. We got to be at the school at 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow for film. 8 to 1 o'clock, we got stretch. We got Gatorade. What else? We got film. So we're gonna be back in the business tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Congratulations on the win and a great game.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Isabella. Safe to say Seibert loves his Gatorade. And here we are at the end of the game. Rossview comes away with the victory, 17-6. But please remember to join us next week. We have Northwest versus Kenwood. This has been another production by APSU-TV.